are a superstar. Symbol of a woman who be working for herself. You are a superstar. Owamie, 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 Owamie. You a vlogger, fashion nova. You a being one less than a mugoz. Owamie, 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 Owamie.
Hi ninjas, how are you guys doing? It's a girl, I'm Nature aka Miss Fear for bring back for all entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, you're most definitely welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you, and do not forget to follow me on Instagram. It's at boldly Owamie. Also follow me on TikTok and Twitter. It's boldly Owamie, all of them. Okay, now my ninjas, before we get into this video, let's go ahead and check this shout out.
Hi guys, my name is Nolita Stone and I have a channel called Nolita Stone on YouTube. I talk all things fashion, all things food, and also all things entrepreneurship. So go and join and subscribe to my channel. It is fantastic, darling, and you will enjoy every single video. Thank you so much to Owamie for this shout out. Bye.
Ninjas, please make sure that you go out there and you support a ninja. It's very important that whenever I put out this shout out, you guys do go there and you subscribe and you obviously comment Queen Ninja sent you guys and you support a ninja, so that when your turn comes, others will also do the same. I do this shout out so that I can help everyone, you guys. So if you guys are not going and subscribing and commenting and watching each other's videos, then it defeats the whole purpose of me basically trying to grow everyone, right? But anyway, my ninjas, yeah, let's go ahead and address. I added things to my background, and honestly, whenever you use like your eyes, that looks straight and fine, but somehow on camera it just looks jacked up. I don't know, you guys, but anyway, I have bigger problems, okay? And today I'm going to just go ahead and have a heart-to-heart with you guys, because I feel like there's something that is going on and I just don't understand where that's coming from, and it's something that honestly is hurting me. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and just be honest with you guys. It hurts. It absolutely hurts to have people that you love, people that you think know you, think so ill of you. You know, I thought you guys knew me better. But it's obviously evident that it's only a few of you guys, especially to the people that watched the video that I made of Patrick. First of all, I like to just go ahead and say this, you guys. The whole video, I was talking about a lot of stuff. And I was very sad. If you guys saw my eyes, when I had just started filming, I was actually crying before I filmed because my heart was so painful. And so I decided to release a video. I released the video quickly. I used my vlogging camera. I didn't have any lights. I didn't have any makeup. I didn't have any hair. Nothing. You guys saw the video. It was just raw as it was. Now, there was a statement that I actually said, you guys, that I was asking to say that Ndate Patrick passed in his house in Dobsonville. And I said that Ndate Patrick, first of all, obviously, rest his soul. And I just, at this point, my hands are tied. I do have to address this, even though it will seem like an insensitive issue. But let me go ahead and address this, because I'm definitely saying that there are people who get joy in purposefully misunderstanding me, because if they now look at me as a horrible human being, it justifies the hate that they have for me. It justifies that. Sorry guys, it seems as if my software malfunctioned or something, and I also did switch off one of the lights there. I just felt like it's too much light coming on. I tried different lighting, but yeah. So as I was saying, you guys, is that my heart hurts because I know there are people that just don't like me and they watch my videos still, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But now the problem comes when someone purposefully chooses to misunderstand me, because if then that's the narrative that goes, it makes Owamie look like this horrible human being that is insensitive, you know, that is a classist, and then now, like, then it means it justifies, like, yeah, that's why I don't like her. Actually, no. So I'm gonna go ahead and explain everything to you guys. Remember, when I'm speaking, when I talk and I I know my videos are going to ninjas. Number one, I was thinking that ninjas know me better. They know who I am as a person. But it does seem like, there's some ninjas that just maybe don't know me, they're new or something. I don't know, I don't understand, but okay, that is fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and explain you guys why I said the statement that I said. The reason why I was asking to say that that the Patrick passed in his Dobson house, a Ville house, which is in Soweto, I was asking, like, was it by choice to stay in DopsonVille, or was it because of, like, that was how his financial situation was allowing, that was what his financial situation was allowing? And it had nothing to do with me actually saying it's either I'm dogging out in the Patrick, or I'm saying staying in DopsonVille is bad or anything like that. However, we need to understand that a house in Sandton and the same house in DopsonVille, by value, they're not the same. And the reason for that is because of place, right? That same house that is in DopsonVille, even if you build the same plan in Sandton, if you were to sell both these houses, you'll see that the Sandton one holds a lot more value. Which, anyway, I'm not even going to get into that, because I feel like that's like a situation of me explaining, like, oh, guys, like, a private school and a public school, what are the difference? Night and day, right? Now, the reason why I was saying that, you guys, it had nothing to do with Ndate Patrick. My heart was just simply painful because he is a veterinarian, veteran, I'm not too sure, you guys, but actor, like, he's been acting for the longest time, right? He has acted for so many years. I was basically dogging out the entertainment industry. And the reason why, you guys, I'm dogging it out is because I have seen that a lot of our entertainers, they die poor. Some of them are depressed. Some of them are abusing substances because of the situation that they face when it comes to the entertainment industry. We don't know what happened, you guys. Some people are speculating that it might be the whole Casper Nyovest situation that happened on Twitter. We all don't know. Nobody knows, really. Right? However, I was just saying that, looking at this is another point. He came out, you guys, he made a video. In that video, towards the end, that's where he basically called Casper a son of a B, right? And when he came with the apology video, let me go ahead and play the apology video.
I humbly from the bottom of my heart apologize for having used such strong language towards your mom, even though the challenge would have been an ideal thing. Now it has been soured by what I said. Kikopa Askis from the bottom of my heart. On Swarele and Linswarele South Africans, I am regretting every bit of the last sentence that I used. I'm sorry.
In that apology video, you could still see that he looked really saddened, and he wished he had not even said that last part, because he really hoped that that fight was going to happen. Now, we all know that Slick Talk fought Casper Nyovest and he got 100,000 rands. Looking at Ndate Patrick, you guys, he was old. He was not too old, but he was older. What would push him to want to go and fight Casper Nyovest, who we all know Casper Nyovest is young, obviously is going to be faster, he is fitter. Like, what would be the reason for this old man to want to get into the ring? We all don't know the reason, but I can suspect maybe it was money. Because it's 100,000 rands that obviously someone went in there and made beef with Casper Nyovest, went into the ring and got 100,000 rands. And so maybe he thought that he can go in and get 100,000 rands. And as I'm saying, you guys, all of this is speculation because we don't know what happened. Now, what would push someone? I don't think that if I'm sitting here and I have a lot of money in my account, or I have enough money for myself, I would want to go out there and get beaten up for 100,000 rands. But someone that is not having money, obviously, you guys saw Slick Talk also spoke of how he wanted to pay his school fees and this and this and this. He was at a point of desperation. I mean, let's not lie. We all saw even how that fight went. So I was asking myself, if he was so pressed and you could see he was legit hurt, that the last statement might have ruined his chances of going to fight with Casper. Even if it had worked, who do you think was going to win, you guys? Ndate Patrick was older, a lot older than Casper. Obviously, Casper is young. Obviously, like, it was just going to be, but he was gonna get the 100,000 rands. And I'm not trying to spread rumors. I don't want to do that. I'm just forced to have to explain myself, because I'm seeing that a lot of you guys are finding somehow this joy in the comfort of thinking like I'm some horrible classist human being. And the thing that hurts again is that I never said Dobsonville was a down place. I never said Dobsonville was a horrible place. I never said that. What I was simply saying was that if he has been acting for so many years, he was staying in Dobsonville, fine, it can be by choice. I've never met someone that had the opportunity to can go and live in the suburbs and chooses to stay in the townships. I've never met them, but I've heard that such people exist. So I'm not going to lie and say I've met this person that has millions and millions and they just choose to stay in the township. And the township is not how they make their money. I've never ever even gotten to a situation where I meet that person, but I know that the people that have said that those people exist. So obviously I'm gonna go with that. Me saying a house in Sandton, it was for me to say that at this point, even if he's staying in Dobsonville, like, the way he has worked, the amount of work he has put in, his craft and everything, I would have wished that at least he had this huge mansion by Sandton, even if he was staying in Dobsonville or whatever. But you would know that, okay, I just don't want to stay there. Maybe I have it, it's like one of my assets or stuff like that. But the sad part about it, you guys, is that that is not the norm, especially when it comes to South African celebrities. And for many years, sorry, when I say celebrities, I'm talking about like actors and all. For many years, you guys, we've all come with excuses in terms of saying that, no, these people just don't know how to budget. These people just don't know how to use their money. But at one point, you guys, it cannot be that it's almost all of them. That when they pass, people now have to come and basically, like, you know, even like there has to be like some donations from one institution or another just to help like lay these people to rest in a dignified way. I saw the picture of Ndate Patrick's house. There was police outside. It's a gorgeous home. It's a beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous home. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with him staying there. I was just simply saying that I wished he like, and I'm saying it was a question because I don't know if he has or not. If he has, I would feel somewhat better to say, okay, at least we see that the entertainment industry is paying these people enough that they can live comfortable lives, because they risk their lives every day. You guys, being a public figure, you risk your life every day. I do not stay where I stay by choice. We pay a lot of money just to stay in places like this. But the reason why we get into that is simply because we want the security. Do you understand? And I'm not even a celebrity. I'm just a YouTuber. You get to an instant where every day you walk, you have people that know you, but you don't know them. So you don't never really know, is this a ninja? Is this a nunju? Someone maybe watches you from generations and they hate your character. And there are certain people that fail to actually divide to say, okay, this is an actor. That person on generations is an actor. This person that is here is not that person. Even their names are not the same. It had nothing to do with me saying Dobsonville is a lower class or whatever. I've stayed in so many parts of Soweto. I've stayed in Protea Glen. I have stayed in Klipspruit. I have stayed in the other area. I just forgot that the name of that area, but it is in Soweto. I stayed in Garangwa for the longest time. I'm from Venda Komahayeng, like I'm from the village, okay? I'm from Free State, which was like freaking farms. So why would I then feel like, oh yeah, you know, I need to put classes and it does honestly hurt, you guys. The fact that people would just come and make this horrible, like out of the whole video, you mean to tell me majority of you guys only heard the part of Dobsonville and Sandton? You guys didn't hear me talking about the entertainment industry and how it's so unfair and how we should actually boycott shows that we love for them to pay their actors more. I know, you guys, there is another celebrity that I'm not going to mention his name. He passed away. He was driving a Ford Figo. Not a Ford Figo, man. It's a Ford. Yeah, a Ford Figo. Allegedly. They said he was driving a Ford Figo. He got into an accident and he passed away. Am I saying a Ford Figo is not a nice car? Absolutely not. I'm not saying that it's not a nice car. But look at the fact that that man had acted since I was a child. And I grew up. And you mean to tell me that he died in a car accident of a Figo? And then another question arises. If he was maybe in a more comfortable car, not to say comfortable because I know that the Ford Figo is also very much comfortable. I love that car. Maybe a car that had extra safety features, right? You now ask yourself, like, would it have been fatal or would he have survived? And again, I don't know. Maybe he had Benz and BMs packed somewhere and he just chose to drive the Figo when he was taking the long route. I don't know, you guys. But if there's a fact that we all need to talk about is the fact that the entertainment industry is not paying its actors and its celebrities enough money. If you look at it, the most that are making it big is this young, gorgeous females, yellow bones. But some of them, they do make those trips to Dubai. Some of them, they do have this reputation and rumors around to say, oh, they're dating one rich man or another or this or that or that. Scandals keep on popping, you guys. These are people that are celebrities. Some of them you hear, they are talking of, oh, this person was not paying. This person was not doing this. This person was not doing that. I don't think that there's a normal person that knows that their personality, they're a public figure, and that's how they make their money. And they're going to just stay with your money and not pay you when they have it. People like is it Latoya Makane or something? I forgot her name, but she acts on Generations. Latoya, you guys know her. Not so long ago, there were Uber drivers. I don't know how or what that happened. I don't know if it's her partners, business or whatever, but they went allegedly to her house. And I remember I even reported on this, and they were out there saying that they're at her house, they want their money, this and this and this. That kind of humiliation and embarrassment. If you have the money, do you really think you're going to want to go through that? How many years has she been acting? Some of our actors that we love so much, we love their characters and everything, you guys. They come, they pretend for the cameras. When the lights go off, they're so depressed. They're crying. They literally are living like hand to mouth. We as the viewers, we actually have a lot of power to can change something like that. So the example that I made, it had nothing to do with the place. It had nothing to do with that. For me, I was just looking at, okay, I do understand that he passed in his house in Dobsonville, which is gorgeous. If it is the right one that I saw, it's even a duplex, right? It's like it has got 2 stories or something. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous house. And so I was simply just asking, like, did he have properties elsewhere? Like places that are high. Did he have a lot of money when he passed? Because he's been working for a very long time. He deserves to have a lot of money. But if he doesn't have a lot of money, yes, it can be some of his spending habits or something, we do not know. But one thing I know is that, why is it that a lot of these celebrities are passing and people have to do koleki? It can't just be them. And you need to also understand that working a job and not being paid enough, it can lead someone into depression. Depression can lead someone into killing themselves. Why was he wanting to get in the ring with Casper, which it's like 99.9% you would know that he would lose if not for money? You guys completely misunderstood me and you completely got it all wrong. Like from north to south. I started just seeing some of the comments and I stopped. Like, it was honestly just, it hurt me. I won't lie, it did hurt me. Because I was like, it means that you need to already have this perception of me for you to can think and immediately jump into that conclusion. The sad part about life is the fact that when you are still, the time that I was still staying in Soweto, I'm not even going to lie, especially in Klipspruit, it was not too safe, right? And when I say it was not too safe, when we were there, I remember there was an old man that got stabbed and they killed him for a phone. Our neighbors, they used to shoot. This guy had, I don't know if it was a bird gun or something, bird, I don't know, a hunting gun, I think. And then whenever they would fight, our exact neighbors, whenever they would fight, there would be shots and things would be, cracking and police would be coming. It was a colored community in Klipspruit. And I remember, like, when I was there, that's why I started my channel. That's when my first video was uploaded. I was there in Soweto. I remember praying to God and saying, God, you know what? I would like to not be in this situation. Like, at night, you couldn't even go out. I remember where we were renting because it was a back room. We had to park the car in another house and we would have to walk. So maybe we would walk like 2 or 3 houses. But it would be like the longest walk because it was just not safe. And I'm not saying that every part of Soweto is not safe. I'm talking about where I was and at the time that we were there, right? And I remember just praying to God, like, God, please bless our hustle, bless my hustle so that, I can find myself in a better position, a better place where even if I leave, I'm not stressed about will someone break in and take this and take that and all that. And please understand me. I'm not saying it's every part of Soweto. I'm saying that part where I was, it was not too safe, right? And then you pray and then you work very hard. And then people now come and they make it seem as if somehow because you are now at a better position, you now completely have forgotten the struggles that you've gone through. If I was to sit here every day and tell you guys the stuff that I went through and all the sad stuff, a lot of you guys would be like, oh, this channel is boring. If I was to sit here and glorify God and talk of the blessings that God has done in my life, obviously through you guys, then I'm boastful. If I come and I'm talking and I'm saying, guys, are they paying them enough? I don't think that it is enough. I feel like we should be the ones to actually boycott, because if obviously he chose to stay there, that is great. That is a choice and his decision. But it should, for me, I feel like it should never be a thing of he was forced to stay there because of the financial situation, looking at how much he was actually earning and making. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then I'm attacked. I'm a classist. I'm all this. Whilst it had nothing to do with me dogging him out or dogging people that stay in Soweto or any of that. Why did your mind immediately go into, oh, this is what you're saying? It means you already have a negative view of me. Because someone that I know can never say something and all of a sudden I'm going to just jump to the worst case scenario. I'm not going to do that. And what I saw is that it's a very few people that actually came to my DMs that were basically asking, like, Owamie, can you clarify like what you were saying? Others were coming to my DMs like, Owamie, oh my gosh, you have changed so much. Oh my gosh, like, why is there anything wrong with DopsonVille? Wow. I never said a single negative thing about DopsonVille. I stayed in Soweto myself, so why would I dog it out? I feel like people that know me are okay with me. And unfortunately, you cannot make someone that is determined to not understand you. I know even under this video, there's still gonna be people that are like, but because every single time you need to find something that is going to come and fight what I'm saying so that it can continue for me to look like this horrible human being, then it justifies why you don't like me. Because let's be honest, you don't have a reason why you don't like me. You can't say you don't like me because of my voice. You can't say you don't like me because of how I look. You can't say you don't like me because of my personality, because most of you don't even know my personality. All you see is what I put out on YouTube. And I bet if I was still in Klipspruit Soweto and you guys knew that I was in Klipspruit Soweto and I said the same thing, the reaction would have been different. It's quite sad. It's quite sad. And I hope that to some of you that are out there that are either praying for promotions at work or praying for certain doors in your lives to open, when you get there, you don't get the treatment that I get, honestly. Because it's almost as if I don't have a right to say certain stuff. And for people to can misunderstand me when I never said a single negative. Go to the video. I won't ever even disable the comments. I never said a single negative thing about DopsonVille. And the reason why I put Sandton as an example is simply because I know that in Gauteng, Sandton is one of the most prominent. That's where some of the most expensive houses and properties are. I don't know. I'm sure there are new developments that have come that maybe are even more expensive. I wouldn't know. All I know is that Sandton is all associated with Lux and everything. So that's the only reason why I even said Sandton. It had nothing to do with any other thing. I was actually saying that I'm sad that he went to a point of taking his own life. And I just also wanted to find out, is the industry paying its actors enough? Because we can sit here, you guys, and be enjoying watching them, but these people are depressed behind the scenes. How many people are we going to lose? It might be that maybe that Patrick, the whole Twitter thing that happened was too much for him. We don't know. But in the entertainment industry, is there something that is not wrong? There is something that is definitely not okay. How are they paying? We have got celebrities like Vatiswandara. I know I can't pronounce her name properly still. I know you guys like laughed at me so much. She came out and she spoke, you guys. What happened to her? Like, where she's at, I hope she's mentally okay. Rami Chuene stood with her. What happened to her? There's a problem in the entertainment industry. And it's unfortunate because the celebrities can't speak for themselves. If they do, they get blackballed. So it means that some people like us, YouTubers, and you guys who are obviously, we are all consumers of their crafts, to actually say, hey, we want to boycott. If they're not paying their actors proper money, we are not going to watch. Then even the production does not make money. But it's quite literally said. I remember even Simpiwe Ngema, when she was talking with McG, she was even talking of how, you know, there are some couch interviews where before they give you like a role, they will tell you like, how far do you want to go? Like in terms of, what do you think that this does to people? And they need the money. Now we have someone maybe that had no choice, slept with this old disgusting man, and now they got the role. Each time they see themselves on television, it just reminds them of the trauma they had to go through before for them to get this. For how long are we going to see the same people in our screens for different roles and different stuff? There's so much wrong with the South African entertainment industry, and on top of that, I don't think they pay enough. So me simply trying to talk about that and put that out, it now makes me a classist, a horrible person. Honestly, if you choose to look at me as a horrible person, there's nothing that I can do to change your mind. And I don't even think that is my responsibility. But if you're someone that sees me for who I am, you know me from since, you know my values, you know what I stand for, you know what I believe in. And yes, I'm not even going to lie. Maybe there are times where in some videos I've said things that were just out of character. When someone is going through pain, you cannot measure how you are going to react. I was in a lot of pain this past 2 years, 2020, 2021. I was in a lot of pain. 2022, that's when I can feel that I'm actually legit back. You know, I'm back into myself. I'm not depressed most of the days and all that. But if you know the real me, you'll know that I'm never someone that is classist or anything like that. I'm not. But then because I know that people that it is befitting, because what they simply just want is to get a reason on why they already dislike me, it's not my responsibility, honestly. It's not. But next time, for those that are ninjas, if you misunderstand something, can you please ask? Instead of attacking and jumping into your own conclusions and making it seem like it's a fact, because it's not. Ask. Owamie, can you please clarify, like here and here, what were you saying? Then you would understand, you guys, that it had nothing to do with DopsonVille or whatever. No. I hate it. I hate this. I honestly do. I legit hate it. But anyway, that's what I wanted to say. Those that will choose to take this video will. Those that choose not to will not. It has nothing to do with pride. Absolutely not. But it legit hurts that, you know, people would have such a horrible view of you, that you say something and all of a sudden they jump into the conclusion of I don't want to lie. I don't like it. But anyway, go ahead and comment down below what you guys think. You can go ahead and give your opinions. But please, guys, if you don't understand, at least ask, because it's quite sad and it hurts. Anyway, I'll see you guys in my next upload. I still love you. Bye, ninjas.